Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies. I'm here today with a really fun tutorial. I've been wanting to film this tutorial for a long time because I tried it out a while ago and I haven't been able to film it until now. But we are going to be printing onto fabric and I am loving the way this is turning out. This is my design team project for Mixed Media Minnesota, so that's the kit I'm using today. I'm trying to remember the name of this kit. I can't remember the name of it, but I will link it down below. It's beautiful. I love this kind of print. I think it's great as a background page, as a focal image, as for collaging. I love when there's printing in the background. So what I did, what you just saw there, were 2 pieces of just regular typing paper that I printed onto, and we're going to compare it to the fabric. So this one is still on its like foundation for printing. So that's how it looks when it comes out of the printer. And I'm just going to try to put it side by side. It's kind of big. But it actually, to me, looks better on the fabric. Like everything kind of like blends in together really well. And then I am going to show you this one. It's a little more muted on the fabric. It's a little more blended in my opinion. I don't know how much detail you can see on camera. And there's a little more color on this. So just both pretty in really different ways. But I'm not gonna dismantle this one yet. We'll do that on mask making. I think I'm going to do mask making Monday for this. So you might see me dismantle this over there. But I'm going to jump straight into the tutorial, which I cannot do because I did not bring the fabrics. All right, so let's just go ahead. I am going to cut a new piece of fabric. I prepped a bunch of fabric and I didn't bring it in here. So let's go ahead, and this is a lot more off-white, but I think that's fine. I'm just going to show you how to prep the paper so that it can be printed. So the first thing you're going to do is, and I did not iron this fabric, you're going to cut a piece of fabric plain, probably, unless you want to print onto fabric that's already printed. That might be a good idea. Like maybe a fabric that you don't like as much, you could print over it if it's a light pattern. But I'm making this fabric slightly smaller than the paper, and I am just using regular printing paper. So you're going to tear a piece that is just slightly smaller. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and just take out any threads, any loose threads. This would be probably better if it was ironed, but it's not necessary. just as long as this can lie flat. And what I love about this is that it opens up so many different possibilities, like any digital kit, anything you can print, anything you have the right to print, this will be great for. Any free images, public domain images. All right, so once you have that and it's pretty clean, you're going to lay it on top of your paper. And I know this is, let me do that so it's easier to see. So I'm just putting the cream fabric onto the white fabric. Next thing I'm going to do is use double-sided tape. And I'm just going to kind of remember where all this was. It's not exactly to the edge. So I am using 3 pieces of double-sided tape. At some point, I might experiment with it, and I'm a little crooked, so it's going off the rails here. So let me just start over. Maybe less double-sided tape will be okay. I might experiment at some point once I get a little bit braver. So disclaimer for this project. For my printer, it's worked so far, and this is how I feed it through the printer. There's just tape all around the edges, you'll see. But be very careful with your printer. Just make sure that when you're taping it down, like I'm going to show you, that it's very thoroughly and smoothly taped to trick your printer into thinking that it's just a regular piece of paper. So please proceed with a lot of caution. If I'm going to do a mask making Monday and kind of experiment with different ones. So if anything, if my printer eats one of these, I will let you know. But so far it's been very smooth. I've had trouble printing on cardstock even, like on a really thick cardstock, it wouldn't do it. But this so far has worked out really well. So we're going to peel off tape there. And I cannot wait to experiment. I really want to do a video soon, probably this week, hopefully, where I show you all the different things I print and different ways I experiment with it. And I think the best part is that it does not compromise the quality of the print at all. Alright, so what I'm doing, because I'm folding it in thirds like this, so that I don't have to put everything down at once. Because I do want to make this very smooth. And it is a little bit hard on camera because I'm not directly over it, but that seems fine. And then I'm going to roll it out, just making it as smooth as possible. So after we do that, I'm going to take my tape and tape down the edges. Let me make sure I'm in frame. I am just going all the way to the edge. And you can go over the edge too. You can go over the edge and flip it under. Like for this side, I'll probably do that because this side is coming closer to the edge. So when I do that, I lay down a piece of plastic. And let's move this. I lay down a piece of plastic and I just don't press down on the part that's on the plastic, but just the part that's on the fabric, and then fold it over. And again, we just want to make the printer think that it's just printing on paper. And if your tape is a little bit too wide, then you might want to trim it off if it's not straight, just so the printer doesn't complain. All right, so let's continue on to these next edges here. I think the hardest part is estimating the tape. All right. I'm going to turn it back over and smooth it out just a bit, as much as I can. I'm folding it flush to the edge as possible. All right. I'm kind of debating on doing a Mask Making Monday video just because it's kind of boring. Like all I'm doing is taping really. But I still might do it because I feel like, at least for me, when I'm trying to do something for the first time, if I see someone else do it over and over again, it makes it a little bit easier. And then if I run into certain problems, then you guys get to see it. All right, and I'm just trimming off that tape. Okay. So there it is. That's prepped for the printer. And like I said, just be really careful with your printer. I mean, I guess you know your printer the best, so you'll be able to see if it can handle this. But my printer, when I print things in it, it goes through like this. So this is where the fabric was, right? I have to put it upside down because my printer pulls it through like this, and then it prints on this side and it's coming out this way. So when I go to put this in, I'm gonna have to put it upside down so that it can pull it up and print on the surface with the fabric on it. So yeah, just kind of experiment with your printer and see if that's the way it prints. But yeah, this is basically it. You can do a whole bunch of these and then put them through your printer. I wouldn't put a whole stack of this in the printer. I'm gonna try that and see what happens, and I'll let you guys know. But for now, I would just print one at a time. So just put this in, print it, put another one in, and print it. So we can just go ahead and take a look again. I think it looks so pretty. I mean, I may never go to Joann's again. And with it off of the fabric, I mean off of the paper, this is how it looks. I guess the bad thing about this is you can only print like an 8.5 by 11 at a time, or maybe a legal size piece of paper. I'm not sure how that works, but I think it's so pretty. It looks really nice, like not like you did this at home. But I will have either a mask making share video or a mask making Monday video. For sure a mask making share video. I want to show you guys all the fabric that I print. But yeah, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you think other people might be interested in this technique, I know there are plenty of ways to do it. I haven't really looked into it, but I know some people use the sticky paper, like when the whole paper is sticky and they put it on. They can print like that also. But if you think someone would like to try this, I'd love it if you shared my video. But please consider subscribing to my channel for more videos, and hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when I upload. And I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye everyone.